Roads, some people are saying Edo is due for flyovers, especially around the third junction area.
Roads, you continue to build roads. I don't see the need for flyover. It's cheaper for me to expand the roads and make them create more lanes than put concrete to begin to fly over. Edo State is very well planned. Benin City is very well planned. It's about opening more arterial roads, for easy connection and spending billions on maybe we'll build them in future, but right now I think we need to be more frugal in the way we spend our infrastructure money. So with what we have, the industrial park, with the refinery that can be expanded, with electricity, with fiber optic connections, with a reform in the civil service, I believe those are, and then the river port. I believe for now, if we get those going over the next 4 years, and then rewriting a plan for the next 30 years on how we want to progress, that will have set the foundation for the future. We don't want to take on too much. Let us execute on what we have done, make it happen, make the things we have done, we've started. Let them happen because they are very foundational and they are very fundamental. Once those are set, when those are completed, the impact will be so phenomenal. Will now be, such that a lot more companies will be attracted. The key is reorganizing government, reorganizing the way government functions and interacts with the people. Government has to be very clear about its role, and also clear about what it can do and what it cannot do. What it can do is to ensure that it's encouraging and supportive of the activities of the people, not compete with the people. Government has to understand that its first role is regulatory and setting up the policies and framework for people to interact with that government. Government should not be in the business, but government's business is not business. Government is not a money-making machine. Government makes its money from taxing the economic activities of people around the territory it governs. The last point I want to make is, even when government is going to be an operator, if you want to provide education, you want to provide your own schools, those schools have to be managed at the same levels as you expect other people to manage theirs. So government has to have a mechanism for checking itself, And then lastly, government should just focus on the things that people can do. Most people, for them, primary schools may not be profitable. So government provide as many of the primary schools as you need. In any case, you need to do that. Primary care, primary health care, that you need to do. But in the last 2 years, the quality of investments I've seen in private hospitals in Edo has just been impressive. So what we need to do is access. How do you organize the healthcare system? By making sure you have a health insurance scheme such that people will go and are able to afford healthcare services, whether it be healthcare services provided by government or provided by the private sector. So it's that thinking, rethinking government, resetting Edo. That's what we need to do to make Edo great again.
According to former Governor Obaseki, government business is not business, and government gets their money from taxing the activities of their people, which means government gets their money from tax from people that they have created an enabling environment for to strive, either by creating job opportunity or by helping them in their businesses to strive. That is how government gets their money. Government gets money from taxing the business or activities of the people whom they have created an enabling environment for to strive. And he said, government do not compete with the people. Instead, government help the people. There should be connection between the people and government. And how can that connection be? Is when government help the people, more especially private investors, to come and invest, give them a guarantee of having a well planned society for their business to strive without any kind of insecurity or anything stuff that can hinder their business. That is how a nation grows. Government should be interested in the growth of the people. Very important. In the growth of the people. It is when the people are growing that taxes can be paid and government can get more money. So very important. And it says something. It is proper to have a resetting of how government should operate. Those former way of government operations, those are addicted. There should be a proper reform of how government should operate. The connection between the people and the government should be looked into. The connection between the government and private sectors should be looked into. The connection between government creating jobs opportunity and creating enabling environment for businesses that are already in the state to strive should be looked into. Very, very important. I just said, let me drop this. You can still, after listening to what Obaseki said, you can as well drop your comment and say something nice. Thank you.